very good day, fine people. I hope you are well. My name is Nick on the zxspectrum 48K, and the Spectrum has quite a lot of curio type games, as did the 8-bit world in general, and this is no exception. This game is called Percy the Potty Pigeon. No, you won't get that on any PS5 or anything. Published by Gremlin Graphics in 1984, who later did the splendid Lotus trilogy on the Commodore Amiga. Yes. Anyway, by Sean Hollingworth. Also had a hand, I think, in Chuck Rock and Pac Mania on the Commodore Amiga, and maybe some of the sounds of Speeple too. But anyway, I control this pigeon. We're collecting worms, yes, over 11 screens. We can go to anyone in any order. And we just fly up and put the worm with these feeding chicks. We can fire eggs like that, or bombs, to try and take out any of the enemy, but they're only stunned for a certain amount of time. So we have 3 lives, we've got 11 screens. There's 5 skill levels. We complete all the worms on skill level 1, then it's on to the next stage. Now you see on the bottom left, there's an energy bar that goes down because this pigeon gets a little bit tired. If he's up in the air too long, he'll die. If he flies into a helicopter, which pigeons shouldn't do in general, he'll also die. So that's essentially the game. What an idea. We'll try and explore as much of this game as possible, but I will tell you, these reviews aren't about expert gameplay, as you sort of like know if you watch any of these. They go invisible behind a cloud. They're about seeing how you got on the first second go, whether there'll be enough there to want to play it again. Good animation on those chicks there. Now, if you got a worm and crash into one of those red birds, they will steal your worm. You have to go back and get it again, and it will regenerate in the same place. You see my score in the bottom right, energy's in the bottom left. There's a well. Don't fly into a helicopter. That black thing flying around is a mayfly. We fly into that, we eat it, and get extra energy without having to land. So the worms are getting more progressively tricky places. Now, if you are a potty pigeon collecting worms to feed your chicks, then comment in the comment section below. It's called Percy the Potty Pigeon, so I assume he's a male pigeon. Do pigeons in nests? I do not know. I see them at Trafalgar Square and other places too, and I don't see them in a nest. But anyway, I suppose they must do. There's Gremlin Graphics there. Yeah, Sean Hollingworth. Yeah, he was one of the coders. I think there was a couple of others. Also, if you completed this game, then let me know in the comment section below. Not sure what other systems this game particularly come out on, but I presume, I guess, it is just the Spectrum. The pigeon just colour clash when he goes near that tree, so you can get killed by running out of energy, bumping into some of the flying things going around, flying into a Venus flytrap. Flytrap? Yes, which we might bump into at some point. And we can go that way too. Right, there. The screens do just lap round. So if you can go left or right, it will just keep showing the same screens again. Nice that these worms hang around. These chicks will grow up someday. Looks like they're very, very hungry. And they're in a bright red nest, which will attract all sorts of predators. There's a spider going up and down. I don't know if we can bomb him at all. It seems like we've got an unlimited amount of bombs we can fire down at people. Was no sequel to this game, a curio, as I said at the start. But yes, let's see if we can complete the thing. Now, if you're liking your ZX Spectrum games, we reviewed quite a few, over 1,000. Yes, over 1,000. You heard that right, big nose. If you want to see them all, there's a Venus flytrap there. Don't play into that. Oh, a nice little frog. What was I saying? Yes, if you want to see the other reviews, they're in a playlist there. To get there, you click on my username, that takes you to the channel page, then click on the playlist tab, and then, yeah, the Spectrum will be there along with a load of other stuff. It's from a great era, isn't it, this? If you grew up during the late 70s, early 80s, you would have seen a huge change in computer gaming, that you're never going to see that sort of difference again, because the gap is smaller. Gap between the PS4 and the PS5 is smaller, say, than the gap between ZX Spectrum and Commodore Amiga graphics and sound-wise. But back then, it wasn't all about graphics and sound. It was playability was it, and having a bit of fun, and waiting ages for a game to load, and then it said, tape loading error. Doodle-doo. Plays this music in Lemmings as well. Do on the Commodore Amiga, of course. It's come later on. You do get the popular tunes. A more, naive era, I suppose. Not a lot happened gaming wise. I didn't own an Atari 2600 back in the day and learning about those. Spectrum came slightly afterwards, but not a long time afterwards. And all these games, majority of the ones I didn't actually see. I can't see many kids saving their pocket money to buy this game, so although you probably didn't do it because you're a nice honest person, it seems the sort of game people that did play it probably come across it on a tape, handed around in school playgrounds, a C90 with loads of other games on there as well. Now that score seems a bit generous. Look at that, 0, 0, 0, 0, 800. How am I gonna fill that up with 9s? I do not know. So 5 levels. Presumably this is level 1. You can't choose which level you're starting on. So I'm showing you a bit of the map. I haven't shown you all 11 stages. Maybe I should make a bit of an effort to show you those. But I think most of my games would have been reflective of this one, where I get all the easy worms and then just die. My favourite worms in a game, if you haven't seen this review so far, is a game by Piranha Software called The Trapdoor, and that's an absolutely awesome game. I like the animation on this pigeon, just flying around. Right, let's see. So there's the frog bit. Maybe we can try and bomb him later. There's a helicopter, and I've just flown into a helicopter. And we all know helicopters are the same size as pigeons, so it's either a very, very small pigeon or a very, very big pigeon or a very, very small helicopter. I'm trying to, yeah, I've bumped into it again. The flight of those seems pretty much random. So we've got red bats or eat our worms, helicopters flying around in a stupid fashion, flying into pigeons, a white cloud we can go into and we can't see where we are, a frog there, a magenta house. They've gone crazy with the paintwork in this town. Through there. There's some cars. Oh, look at those worms on the road. These are hard to get, aren't they? Oh, those worms get run over in nobody's time. A castle. Here, I think we there we go. So we've shown you all the map now. So it's about collecting all those worms around there. I presume, and I died. I presume the difficulty level there'll be more worms about the place each time. Yes, what a game. What a game. Do I like this? I'm not quite sure, you know. I like it from a historical point of view. Look at the plants down the bottom. They did a bit of a boo-boo. They put a yellow box around to show the green leaves on a green background. That looks very strange. Very strange indeed. Not sure how many copies this game would have sold, but Gremlin Graphics, this is the early days of Gremlin Graphics. Much better stuff, or more advanced stuff, was to come. As I say, my favourite, there's a few games by them, but my favourite games, as I say, are the Lotus Trilogy. Chuck Rock was Core, wasn't it? Yes. What would a sequel have been like this? They would have had about 50 screens. There's no homebrews of Potty the Percy Pigeon about the place. But it shows originality, isn't it? I can't think you're going to put some down, but I can't think of any games that play quite like this one. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes. We're stress busting, baby. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That helps the thing grow as we try and record everything ever. We're having a laugh. You're around a friend's house who haven't necessarily read the instructions, with the kids playing the games, mucking about, not the adults with the instructions shaking their head behind. It's fun. Right, can I bomb these cars? Maybe. Let's get this worm that's in the middle of the road, going across a blue road. It's completable, this game. I think a few goes maybe. It's just I've eaten a mayfly. That's good. Extra energy, and I'm bopped again. 1 life left. I think there are some pokes of this game, but I didn't look them up. So, you know, if you want to see what the next screen looks like, you can put that poke in for probably immunity or infinite lives. But I think it's going to be more or less the same screens, but with more worms, or maybe things are moving around quicker. That's a good bit. That frog is probably a pretty cool bit. Makes it hard to get the frog on the lily pad. GG, Gremlin Games. That's their headquarters, is it? They've built it around a climbing frame. That spider's pretty nifty. How many frames of animation that spider got? 2, I think, or maybe 3. No, it's got 2 frames of animation, isn't it? But that's nice and smooth. Yeah, it's alright, I suppose, without being super special. Not many people remember this game, I doubt. Energy, different. Well, actually, look at the word energy. Does the colour of the letters change each time? Not sure. Right, this will be my last go against better judgment. Let's just collect these worms, man. Maybe what I want to do in this last go, see if I can bomb those cars we saw. Bomb the cars. Those pigeons that fly over motorways, dropping big stones or something on cars. I don't know. Right, can I bomb this frog? Bomb the frog. I've got an unlimited amount of fire. Look, my energy level's going down. Come on, frog, I want to biff you. Oh no, look. Oh, he's jumped out the way now, hasn't he? Hey, tough luck. He's not dead, he's just stunned. And that gives you a chance to get the worm. And that's how you do that bit. So that's the tricky bit. I've got to fly around that tree and I've flown into a helicopter. I hate that. You're doing so well in a game or in life, and then you just fly into a helicopter. 3 worms on this screen. So this is the opening screen, which is supposed to be quite easy to get you in, get you working out what to do with the birdie birds, and then they get in slightly different, more difficult positions each time. What I would have done is I would have sent out an invitation to the worms saying free party under the spider tree, and they would have all turned up and I could just pick them up, but it would have been a rubbish game. Right, come on, let's get some of these cars, see what happens. Does it stop or just go right through them? Right through them, I would imagine. Oh, look at that. That's a bad day for that person. Brilliant. Oh, I love that bit. That's the best bit of the game. A pigeon flying over the road dropping bombs on... They should have made the whole game like this. Each level you have to bomb more people. Well, that's a crazy pigeon. I think the council might have got people out with guns to shoot this pigeon after a while. Collecting worms and feeding your offspring, that's fine. But you know, flattening cars on the motorway, that's not quite good. He's a potty pigeon, and that's why. So, hope you're having a look at that curio. It was okay for what it was. It done good. But anyway, it's not a huge stellar game, is it? I like the thing overall, I think. So, hope you liked it. I'll see in the review at least. That was Percy the Potty Pigeon on the zxspectrum 48K, published by Gremlin Graphics in 1984. Got any comments about this game, similar games, pigeons, or anything retro? By all means, put that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.